I think we should be talking about Donald Trump's attacks
I didn't
to the
even
media,
support the
calling him
guy
the
in the
enemy of
primary.
people. It doesn't matter. You're supporting
The
him
media
now.
is the enemy
So
of the people.
you're too far gone, Dave.
The mainstream
you're too far
media,
gone, Dave.
The mainstream media are the very people who got us into this mess in the first place. If they would have been honest with us for the last 4 years about his mental decline, he probably wouldn't have been the nominee 4 years ago, and certainly wouldn't be this time. But they ran cover for him, and the only reason we're in this situation, and you, unfortunately, are having to run cover for a guy that simply does not care about you or the country and doesn't know what he cares about, is because they lied to us the entire time. If they had done their job, if they had done what I think I was trying to do, what Piers was trying to do, what Tyrus was trying to do, and many other people online, just calling balls and strikes, there's something wrong with the guy, we have all known it, then we would not be in this situation. But we are in a perilous situation as a country right now because the media didn't hold him to account, and she's pissed about
Dave,
that, because now
I'm
she's
sure
getting
you're an
real
honest
questions.
And Dave, I'm sure you're an honest journalist who covered President Biden's neurological exam in February, right? You read the report where it found that there was nothing wrong with him. You were honest about that, right? There was no running cover for your guy, Donald Trump.
I don't consider myself a journalist. I give people
whatever
my
you call
opinion,
yourself,
but I don't
leader,
think anyone
maybe,
at CNN or New York Times or Washington Post is a journalist either. But sometimes, Harry, and again, you might learn this with age, sometimes the system kind of lies, and sometimes the system runs cover for people in power, and it will all leak one day. It will all break.
Dave, did you or did you not cover President Biden's neurological exam? Did you or did you not cover that on your platforms?
You know what I find quite touching, Harry, is that Harry, you seem to be the last person left in America who's actually believing what the White House is saying about all this. When what is crystal clear is that they've been misleading the American people and the American media for a very long time. Why are you believing them?
Pierce, spare me that Joe Biden is running cover and we're lying to the American people. This is a transparent administration. And again, I just find it funny that we're talking about transparency issues with Biden when Donald Trump is the biggest liar known to man. He's one of the worst people in American politics when it comes to dishonesty.
Donald Trump is not the current,
averaging around 20
Harry, here's the difference.
It's remarkable.
Here's the difference. Donald Trump is not the current president of the United States. He's not the commander-in-chief.
But he could be.
Yeah, but he's not.
But also, Harry,
he's not. Your guy is. Let me ask.
I agree with you.
Let me ask Tyrus.
I agree with you. Donald Trump sucks. You should want to defeat him. You're backing the weakest candidate possible.
And I do, and that's why I'm voting. And that's why I want the guy who's the incumbent to stay in. 7 out of the 10 last incumbents have won re-election.
Okay.
I want to bring
in. Harry, this idea that Joe Biden can't be replaced, of course he can. Not least when so many Democrats and liberal skewing media, including the New York Times twice now, demanding he step aside. He's lost his own room. You know, 3/4 of Democrat voters think he's too old to run again. The room has gone, his own room. Forget what Republicans think. Forget what people like me think who are not even American citizens. None of that matters. He's lost his own side. They're gone. You're the last one standing. It's you, Harry Sissons. That's it.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. There are tens of millions of Americans out there who voted for Joe Biden in the primary. They voted for him to be the guy, and he's going to be the guy. He has a terrific record to run on. And again, we don't have to have this nonsense conversation about, the Jill Biden's running the country and diving into conspiracies. Let's just look at the record, ladies and gents. Let's focus on what they're getting done for the country, what Joe Biden would do versus what Donald Trump would do.
And if it's so good, Harry, if his record is so good, why is his approval rating at an all-time low? And why is it that no American president, incumbent president, with this approval rating of 37%, or whatever it is now, has never, ever won again or been re-elected with that approval rating in election year? How do you explain it if he's such a great president, who's done such a great job?